I continue to transform my little car into a complete home away from home. My little 2018 Honda CR-V gets me from place to place, adventure to adventure, photo shoot to photo shoot, as I continue on my nature and wildlife photography obsession. And I want to create a living space in these 18 square feet behind the driver's seat. But is it possible? Can I really be comfortable to lay down when my head touches the back of the driver's seat and my feet hit the tailgate? Can I build a bedroom, a bathroom, kitchen, and a utility closet here? Am I just dreaming? These are the challenges that excite me to try. I love challenges, and while I often fail, each failure teaches me something new. So let me show you how I'm building a home away from home in my small SUV. I've shared how this bed works. It's built on an aircraft aluminum frame. It's lightweight but very sturdy. The wood slats allow air circulation under the air mattress and prevents mold or mildew from growing in unwanted places. The air mattress is very comfortable, and my sleeping bag keeps me warm even when the temps dropped into the teens. The storage bag for the bed doubles for clothes and dry goods food storage. The entire system comes from a small American company, Gila Outdoors, and it's called the Gila Box Car Camping Platform. They offer a wide style for 2 people, but I opted for the solo version. I take these trips alone and my space is really limited. This is the perfect option for my needs. It fits the space and it offers a comfortable rest even though it's tight. After all, it takes up 12 square feet of my 18 square feet space. So the real challenge now is how to build a bathroom, shower, kitchen, utility closet, and the remaining 6 square feet on this side. That's equal to 2 feet by 3 feet, or the size of a small storage box. The utility closet will hold my electrical supplies, first aid kit, bath items, and parts and parcels like various charging cables, portable batteries, and stuff. This Molly Pack system mounts on the back of the front passenger seat. It holds all the bits and bobs that I need for exploring new places. The electrical supply is provided by this EcoFlow Delta 3 power station. This unit fits perfectly on the floor behind the front passenger seat. It provides 1,024 watt hours of electrical power, up to 1,800 watts of continuous AC. The unit has 6 AC outlets, 2 100-watt USB-C outlets, and 2 fast-charging USB-A ports. And on the back, there's a 100-watt barrel or cigarette lighter type connection, and I'll use that outlet to power my refrigerator. This battery capacity can be expanded by connecting extra batteries, but I think this provides all that I need, especially because there's an alternator charger that recharges the battery while I drive. Let me turn to the biggest challenge that I'm facing. I'm facing this crazy idea, the kitchen. I've shared with you about my health issues. During my last long hike, my diabetes really began to act up, so now I'm taking new meds to help keep everything in check. And those meds have to be refrigerated. I have to keep on a strict diet with low carbs, high protein, and fiber-rich foods. And if you're familiar with backpacking meals, low carbs isn't typically an option. So planning for more traditionally cooked foods is a requirement for my adventures. What's needed for a kitchen? Well, of course, there's a stove, a refrigerator, and a sink to prep foods and wash dishes. Those are the big 3 things that I'm working to build. Again, space is a premium, so I searched for the smallest components that still offered the utility needed to really work for me. I didn't want to get just the cheapest items that would break when I needed them the most. However, I don't have a huge budget either. So I looked for quality and took advantage of every sale and discount I could find. I tried to anticipate what was needed and patiently wait for the lowest prices. I recommend you do the same. The most challenging part of the kitchen project was the sink. Now, this doesn't sound like much, but I didn't want to use a collapsible sink like so many other folks do. I don't like the idea of just dumping dirty water in my campsite. So here's the solution. This small stainless steel sink is designed for RVs or boats. I'll put a link to all these items in the description. I looked at a lot of different models before choosing this one. It's about 12.5 by 9 inches. It's 5 inches deep. Deep enough for washing dishes, but not too deep to take up precious space. And the drain connection comes out of the side of the drain, and that keeps everything as shallow as possible. The drain tube will go directly into this 3-gallon water storage container. The shape of this tank was important. I needed something with capacity, but a height and a width had to fit into the system that I planned to build. This works perfectly. For the potable water, there were more considerations. The container should hold 3 gallons, which is my typical consumption on a 3-day trip. It should be of a material that's safe for water storage, and I needed it to work as a system with a faucet to run water into the sink. I went with a brand name that I trust. Now, I'm not hung up on brand names, but this was one of those places where reliability was important to me, so I looked to the Domatic brand, and they have this 11-liter, approximately 3 gallons water container. The size and the shape are excellent for my needs. And the container connects to a rechargeable power faucet that has a magnetic base and a mount beside the sink to complete that setup. The stove was the next thing I focused on. I looked at propane versus inductive cooking. Propane makes me nervous because I sleep in the car, and if the gas leaks, well, I may not wake up again. The inductive cooktop demands a lot of electrical from my power supply, so I don't know how that would impact all the other electrical needs that I have. I finally selected the Coleman Peak 1 2-burner stovetop. Now, it is a propane stove, but I can use the small 1-pound cans that have a rubber cap over the top. So I'll disconnect the can after cooking. I'll replace the rubber cap and then store it outside of the car at night. Problem solved, I think. I really like the build quality of this stove. It has an automatic igniter for starting the burners. And finally, it was the refrigerator, another huge challenge. Refrigerators are typically energy hogs. They take up a lot of space, and they're really loud when they're running. After reviewing a lot of makes and models, I finally settled on the ISCO APL 35. Here's why. This thing is a beast for quality. It comes in a bright aluminum or a matte black finish. I chose the black because, well, I like the way it looks. I think it will hide wear better than the shiny model. Now, this fridge operates on 110 volts AC or 12 or 24 volts DC. It uses a very quiet and efficient C-Cop nano compressor that's covered by a 5-year warranty. It has stay hinges to hold up the lid in any position without slamming down on my hands when I'm trying to get into the compartments. For the compartments, there are 2, with a combined capacity of 35 liters or 37 quarts. The large compartment holds 27 liters of storage, and the small side holds 8 liters. This thing's dual zoned, so one side can be cooled as a refrigerator and the other side can be used as a freezer. It's flexible, So either side can be used in either mode, or both sides can be set for the same mode, either as a refrigerator or a freezer. And there are LED lights inside each compartment so I can see what I'm looking to retrieve. It's about the size of an ice chest, but with no need for ice. This thing's perfect for my needs. The inside is metal, and there's an 1.5 inches of insulation to help maintain the temperature. Again, this fridge is efficient. When cooling, it draws less than 25 watts of power. Well, for my diet and medical storage needs, this was a great solution for me. And that's the equipment that will go into my kitchen build. In the next video, we'll start putting it all together and build the kitchen in the space available. Will it fit? We're going to have to find out. Oh, and I haven't even talked about the bathroom yet. I do have a plan, and I think it'll work. Thanks for sharing this with me. Put your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. I can use your ideas. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay on the path. God bless you.